Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm your host Irfan Malik and you're watching News Plus Special. There is one quote: the young do not know enough to be prudent, and therefore they attempt the impossible and achieve it generation after generation. And he alone who owns the youth gains the future, and we are just talking about youth and peace of the world. So here we have a person who will talk about peace and who will talk about youth. Mr. Atiq Raja has been working for the betterment of the Pakistani youth for more than 10 years, and he has delivered 3K plus session and education, awareness, human rights, peace and life skills. Welcome Mr. Atiq Raja.
Thanks.
Here at News Plus Special. Today we are just talking about peace and youth of the Pakistan and youth of international as well. So my first question is that how do you feel about the youth of Pakistan?
What I see about the youth of Pakistan, if you talk about the potential,
Yeah.
I think that Pakistani youth is having, more potential than, the youth of many other countries.
How?
You can see about, different opportunities that we have, lack of opportunities. We do not have opportunities like the other developed countries, and even, many developing countries who are, providing better opportunities than us. But still, you see the results in, academia, you see the results in sports, you see the results, in the science and research. Somehow I feel that, our youth is, more energetic, and our youth is trying its best to prove itself.
You have visited more of countries and you just have interact with other national youth. So what do you think these difference? How can we remove this difference?
What I see that I got a chance to represent Pakistan in different countries. I got a chance to explore, meet the youth, and I feel very happy about it. That when I see youth asking questions, when I return back and I meet them, that how the youth of other countries are growing, they are doing in different fields. I see that that other youth, they have better opportunities than us. And
because you are saying that because you are also young, that's why.
You can, yes, definitely you can say that. But see, the opportunities do matter, If you have more opportunities and you have the potential.
So didn't you get opportunity from Pakistan?
See, I believe I'm not talking about I got opportunities, but I am just, comparing.
You're talking about general issues.
Yes, general, that the opportunities available, in the Western countries, in the other countries, and the opportunities for Pakistani youth. So when we compare them, we do not have enough opportunities.
Do you think we have a
to prove
leadership
ourselves.
skills like we are just follower? I think so. It's my opinion. What's your opinion that we have just skills like we are a good follower? We have not leadership skills. What do you think?
See, here I do agree with you that there is no work on developing leadership skills, because when we talk about skills, so that is something where we have to work hard to develop. But where we see about the leadership skills in our youth, there are many youth who are naturally blessed with this skill, and some of the institutions are there where they have made it part of their syllabus, they have made it part of their studies, and you find that the youth is growing up with some leadership skills.
Because I'm just asking this question because you are chairman of the Pakistan Youth Council and you are working on skills development of leadership. So that's why I'm asking to you that what should government do on create the leadership skills between youth?
This is the prime responsibility of government, that they must make it the part of syllabus. I always talk about it at different platforms as well, that leadership skill, that every child born anywhere in the world is full of leadership skills. The only thing is that we need to explore, we need to help them to explore those leadership skills. And these are those leadership skills which directly help in the economy of the country, because you produce the entrepreneurs, you produce the businessman, you produce such people who can lead this nation. So definitely leadership skills do have
So how do you see about peace and the youth?
When we talk about peace and youth, I believe that peaceful youth is something what can really give birth to the prosperity. When we talk about Pakistan, we see that the conditions. Let's take the Karachi, right? One of the biggest city of Pakistan.
Yeah.
Since the peace has been given to Karachi, you feel that the businesses have grown, right? People are living better life. People are free to go out.
Yeah.
You see a lot more investment coming from other countries as
Yes.
well as from Pakistanis who are settled abroad. They are coming back. They are investing back too. In the same way,
But still youth, what I saw, still youth want to go abroad.
yes, this is another topic where
And so it's not enough yet.
it's not enough yet, as well as there are many other lakes, because we are producing the graduates, we are producing the degree holders, but we do not have employability. We don't have the more industries where more youth can be placed, and we can utilize the same youth.
How could you say that industry is important for skills of the youth?
See,
Is it related?
Definitely. See, number one, when you produce a degree holder, when you produce a graduate, and then you provide him, with the skills as well. Then after that all, that person needs a job. That person needs to, show his potential, whatever he has done, right, whatever he has gained. Now it's the time to get the experience. And when that youth does not get the opportunity, definitely they try to leave the country.
Do something wrong.
And even you can say, in that way we are having brain drain. That the good brains, they are leaving the country and they are giving their services in the Middle East as well as in Europe and other countries.
It means they are very easy to achieve for that people who wants, I think so, what they have negativity for the country. So they are very easy to catch, I think.
Yes, this is one of the point as well when we talk about peace. These are the minds who need to be placed at the right places. And they need to have, proper place where they can be properly and positively utilized in the constructive mode of the country. While on the other hand side, when they are being definitely, approached by those people for, who may misuse them or who can misguide them, and even we see a lot of cases, where, the young people...
Do you think there is a difference between madrasa student and school students?
See, the education syllabus we are being provided, the standards we have got fixed in Pakistan, they do matter. Government needs to, revise and reform the syllabus for, education system. We have different systems. We have, the elite class schools, then we have, middle class, grammar schools, then we have those, lower middle class English medium schools. Even after that, then we have those private schools.
What do you think? These differences cannot make, making a difference between students, that somehow some people and some students have low kind of way of getting education, and some students have very better environment to get education.
It is indeed. It is creating, a big gap. A big gap, in different types of youth, as due to this education. As I said that, the elite class, they are going to, top kind of institution where the standard of education is same like as in the Western countries.
That should be equal.
There should be one system, and due to the same gap, we are finding another thing, that we see that only from the same people they are going in the bureaucracy, right? Same families, you find them most of, in the politics. Same people are, found in everywhere, wherever the matter of power is there.
So why not from lower level?
This is what the concern is, education, that somehow if we have the equal education, so definitely...
Do you think it's a matter of education or relation?
Definitely, I believe that, it is the matter of seriousness of the government. That if government is, quite serious about this thing, that we should have one education system, so I guess that this gap can be removed.
I saw a lot of NGOs and organizations talk about madrasa education. They have very negativity and they have very objection. So do you have any objection?
I don't think so. I do not have any objection. I believe, everyone have right to
There
have
is need to reform?
Yes, see, reforms is another thing, but every
Like school education.
yes, every religion, every faith have the freedom, liberty to practice as they like, right? But definitely, it is I say that it's the duty of government to bring them in the mainstream. They should not be neglected, as the last people that who definitely have some education.
Even 13,000 madrasas are not registered yet.
They need to be registered. And see, this is something what directly affecting the peace of the country, because even if we are not sure about that these many institutions are not registered, so we don't know under what forces they are working.
Recently you have visited South Korea for inter-religion I think the conference over there.
Yes.
So how was that, and what was the message?
It was really great, actually. A beautiful conference. I had a chance to meet the religious scholars, from different countries. There were Muslim scholars from different sects.
What do you think about Pakistan?
Right now, there are, first thing is that having such conference which talk about interreligious harmony, it is something amazing, because this is what is required. We need to bring all these religions together at one platform. And their scholars have to be representatives in the world forums and in their local forums, that they have to spread the message of peace and love, rather than just even spreading extremism. Now your question about the Pakistan, see, what media projects, definitely that is there, that, and whatever we are facing locally here, that cannot be denied either.
And how much media have responsibility for all that?
Media definitely have. I feel that somehow media is if you talk about the percentage, I feel that media does have nearly half of the responsibility.
How media has freedom in Pakistan and all over the world?
I believe that.
Do you think Pakistani media has freedom?
See, I believe that media in Pakistan is having a lot of freedom. When you talk about, if you see the American media or other
Freedom
media,
or extra freedom, what do you think?
but really sometimes it's extra freedom. But I say that this freedom must be utilized in it must be channelized in proper way, in such a way that when media is highlighting all the negative things, then it is also responsibility of media to show that the positivity.
What should
as
be
well.
over there?
It should be shown that whatever contributions are being made, even by for example, I say myself that I have been working for such a long time on self basis, for for the sake of betterment of youth, for peace, for
Always
love.
you're talking about peace, it means here is war. This is a message from your side as well as.
Definitely.
If you are constantly talking about just peace, so people who are listening to you, they think about that here is a war environment, so that's why here's organization is just talking about peace and peace.
Right. See, somehow what do we see? That we have remained engaged by even in the foreign war for a long time. Like the war on terrorism, it is a kind of very hot topic, which somehow has gained us bad reputation as well. I call about, see, extremism is not something what is only the problem of Pakistan. Terrorism is not only a problem.
Belong to Pakistan.
It is a global problem. It is a global problem. And when it is a global problem and you see Pakistan fighting against terrorism, right? And we see from our defense forces, we have given many lives, right? What against what? Against terrorism, against extremism. And we did it not only for the sake of Pakistani peace.
Do you
This
think
peace is directly linked and directly bringing peace to the world. So Pakistan, even we have a lot of civilian casualties in thousands.
Yeah.
This is the time that this thing must be appreciated. Like you can see a few days back, I was watching that the some American channel, and
Yeah.
it was being showed that somehow Pakistan needs to do more. Oh yes, I believe it. We are ready to do more, and Pakistan not, but the world
Even they
needs
need
to
more,
do
because last time they got a very big incident.
Every time. See, now at this stage, I do not even in South Korea, but wherever I go, I try that to push this thing, that whatever Pakistan has done till now, and continuously we are in the state of war against terrorism, And when someone is very seriously working on a matter where we see, a lot of deaths, we find, our youth, sacrificing for the peace, then we must need some appreciation.
Politicians like Trump, like Putin, like King of Saudi Arabia, do you think peace will become, is it possible and is it easy for the world?
See,
I don't think so. What do you think?
I believe that, even if a couple of countries or,
Haven't they creating the extremism in the world?
see, somehow, whenever any country, it is, America or it is Russia or any other country, if sometime political figures give the message which, is somehow discouraging peace, that somehow demotivates those who are fighting against terrorism. I'm again coming in the context of, our people who are together against extremism. They are fighting against terrorism. I'm not saying that it is completely vanished or, we do not have, these problems left. But what I'm trying to focus, that those people, those forces who are working for the peace against extremism, terrorism, they do deserve some appreciation.
Of course,
They should
and
not,
I'm going to appreciate you as well.
And
How
they
do
should
you?
not be dictated again and again that, do more. Yes, definitely. See, for example, it's me. You called me here for an interview. I feel, more encouraged. I'm feeling more happy that it's okay, I have done something good, or I'm being appreciated that, Mr. Raja, you're doing very good. Thank you very much. Please come forward and tell our audience that, something good is being done by you and you're contributing and you're preparing more youth for the peace. But on the other hand side, even if I'm not asking for anything, but even if I'm not getting any appreciation and I'm getting discouragement, I'm getting, just a kind of tone where I'm being, just told that, oh, you haven't done enough and you need to do more. So definitely,
Have you ever received threats from somewhere?
I believe that I had some kind of, once or twice, such kind of incident. But again, I would say...
Because extremists never want peace, like you are talking about that.
Right. See, same thing again. See, I believe in dialogue. And when you have the dialogue and when you have, respect for everyone, what I believe personally, that, there should be dialogue. Whoever it is there. See, when the thing is there that when the rid of the government is challenged, then, some institutions are there who have their own criterias. It is their duty to see that how to, manage that.
How do you say, peaceful youth, Pakistan and the world, what do you mean by it?
Yes, this is, somehow right now we are, even I have requested, the top knots or, top decision makers, I'm trying to contact, meet them, deliver the presentation. See, a time has come, we have accepted, we have realized that the peace is directly proportional to prosperity. Peace will increase, prosperity will increase. Now everywhere it's been, a quite highlighted thing that everyone is talking about CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Curve.
Yeah.
Right? This can be something, a new kind of, wave of life, a new kind of, breath of, prosperity for
Do you
Pakistan.
think there are, creating opportunities for the youth of Pakistan?
Oh yes, definitely. This is what I'm talking about. That in these conditions, when, such kind of huge opportunity is there we need more peace. And
Don't you think we have an enemy like India around us, and she's also doing something, they don't want to create opportunities in Pakistan for the youth of the Pakistan. They want extremism in Pakistan.
Right. See, this is something, again, what I say, that there are elements in India or international, somehow I called it, as well as somehow conspiracies are going on. This is some kind of international politics. You see this time, one alliance is working somehow against, I feel that, sovereignty, against, this something positivity, I would call it high level of positivity, where Pakistan is trying to change, it's that old mindset. Where
Will it change?
See,
It is not. It is not as easy as you are saying.
But matter is again, see, when someone is trying and against you, you are trying to have, some strong kind of ties with China to have, prosperous Pakistan. Because once Pakistan is prosperous,
Do you think your and mine efforts will be enough for this?
they do matter. So that
Unless government will not done.
right. See, they do matter. They do matter. What I'm talking about, let me please complete that. See that alliance against Pakistan right now, where you see Afghanistan, India, USA, even Iran. So you feel like that, somehow, they are not digesting that peace and prosperity in Pakistan. So here, voices do matter. Voices, your, my voice do matter.
Yes.
Do talk about peace in Pakistan, but I do also talk about peace in America. I do like to talk about, peace in India. I like to talk about, peace in Afghanistan. And definitely, I say that, when we raise the voice, when we talk about, and we do definitely criticize ourselves as well as the people who are doing wrong to us. So, and many voices would gather, so definitely some betterment would come.
How would
This
we
is what-
remove the racism in Pakistan and not all the world?
racism? It is.
It's a very sensitive and a big issue between the youth as well.
Yes, it is. It is huge. But see, this is somehow education. Now, as I was in South Korea attending that HWPL, that international summit, so we had people.
What
from,
is HWPL?
It is an international organization actually working on peace, right? And this in the Interreligious Harmony Conference, as well as that IPYG International Peace Youth Group session I delivered, as well I attended. That is also by them. There was a peace festival in which more than 50,000 people were gathered in the stadium, and there were people, I guess. I'm not sure about the exact number, but more than, I guess, 70 countries.
What was the agenda of that conference?
The agenda was peace. They were talking about peace, right?
Agenda was peace and interreligion. What was interreligion?
Interreligious
dialogue?
harmony, that all the religions have together. They have to respect each other. They have to understand one thing, that they are responsible for delivering peace. They are responsible for spreading peace. It is their duty that they should be, in whatever faith they belong to, they must spread peace. They must spread, somehow those thoughts which can teach respecting each
Had
other.
the government representative over there or from all
Yes,
over the world?
there were some representatives from every country. There were presidents of different countries. There were ministers from different countries. From Pakistan, there was one MNA. There was an MPA. There was a lady from a political party as well.
One of the most important questions for you, because as I told you that you are also young, so that's why you are saying all of that. What difference do you see between the Pakistan and international youth?
Here, let me tell you about the difference. How do I see? The only difference what I see between Pakistani youth and international youth, number one is that thing I called about opportunities, right? And the second thing, education. We have tried, but we need to do a lot for our education system. We have to bring one education system.
Right.
We have to bring better education system, and we have to invest more on education, because the conditions I observe, most of the problems faced by Pakistani youth, I guess that the standard of education.
Except education, what is the second issue of the youth of Pakistan?
Second thing is that definitely we are working on, that is extremism, that we need to work on extremism. We need to,
Do you think all the youth have same issue, extremism?
Yes, definitely. See, actually this issue is not only of the youth, but even I guess this is the most important issue for every Pakistani. Because, our soldiers, our civilians, our defense forces, everyone is gathered at the one, place, at the one forum, that we need peace, and we have to remove, we have to erase, we have to delete this, thing what calls.
How do you see government role in the spreading peace in the youth?
Here, I am not that much satisfied with the role of government because they need to do more in this case. Because government has left it somehow on some of the institutions, such as they have left it, on defense forces that, they have left on armed forces that find
But their institutions not belongs to the government. They are also part of the government.
They are the part of government.
They are not separate.
Actually, what I'm talking about, see, extremism cannot be.
My question is that why are you spreading that institution from the government?
Yes,
They are
I'm
also
coming,
part
I'm
of.
coming. Actually, what it is that, see, extremism, terrorism, it is not something you can just finish with the gun. It is actually mindset.
Yeah.
And for the mindset you have to work accordingly. For a technical thing you have to work technically.
Yeah.
You cannot do that, if somebody, speaks loudly, you go and kill him because he's an extremist.
Right.
You have to have the dialogue. Government needs to think about it. They need to, take more input from the think tanks. They have to develop, such youth group. They have to, gather such scholars who can definitely have the dialogue with the youth. They can talk to youth.
Scholars whom are dividing us between,
This is
in
what I'm
different
saying.
ways.
Yes, we need our forces. We need, defense forces. We need these people definitely whom we can't control. They can come and blast or they can kill many, right? Like it happened in America last week on
Yes.
Sunday night. One person just went and
more than
60 people.
Yeah.
My heart was bleeding. Very sad. Same way, it's a mindset actually. A man who's a multi-trillionaire, multi-billionaire, rich man, 60 plus.
But you
Why
don't you
does
think
he do it?
they are just criminal, and if this kind of thing did by Muslims, so they are terrorists. What this kind of difference? What do you think about it?
I see, Mr. Irfan, what I see that this is somehow a mindset. A lot of people might have a different opinion on that, but I believe that all the religions they cannot be attached with the terrorism. Religions are not there to spread terrorism.
No, I think so. Not any single religion.
Not a single religion.
Saying about terrorism.
Believe me that I have a chance. I feel great honor. I feel great love. I feel great respect for each and every religion. And I know that somehow these bad people, these dirty people, or these, misguided people, they cannot be interlinked with any religion. So when you talk about terrorism, extremism, you can see that in most of the cases nowadays, definitely, it is just, we have a culture, even international media culture.
Yeah.
Anything happened, they say, it is just like, please check it out, is he a grey or white? Is he a Muslim?
It's not happening in Pakistan. It's happening, I think, so more than
Everywhere,
Pakistan,
international
in UK,
media,
in
everywhere
USA,
you see.
international media is doing
Right,
that.
but the thing is, it is a mindset. And when we talk again, please.
Do you think in media here is also mindset?
Yes,
This kind of
definitely,
mindset.
definitely there are, and these are the people who.
And this is extremism as well. In
It is,
journalism,
it is,
in journalism and in educational institutions, they have this kind of mindset.
Of course, and this is the mindset which needs to be discouraged. This is the mindset.
Questions how?
This is what This is what we are talking about in the responsibility of government. Government must take it very
You're just
seriously.
talking about responsibility of the government. What is actually responsibility of the youth and the people?
Right. See, now when you talk about the responsibility of youth and the people at this stage, I would say that youth needs to see the world youth. They need to check it out. What are the secrets behind the success of that youth? Are they, looking forward to the development? Are they looking forward to change? Are they looking forward to research? Are they looking forward to better education? Are they looking forward to have, a peaceful life? Are they looking forward to have something, what God has gifted them? Are they enjoying it or not? In that case, as well as, when you talk about the people, I take here the responsibility of parents. That parents needs to be conscious. Most of the cases are coming forward now. That you saw some of the cases in Karachi. The guys, they were highly educated,
Right.
from the top universities.
Yes.
Right?
You're talking about like in Saudi Sharia.
I don't, and I wouldn't, nominate any of the organization, but I would say those people who were involved in the assassinations of that Ismaili
Right.
bus incident. I'm talking about, the guys who were caught in, different other cases where they attacked, our law enforcement agencies.
Right.
Right. These were when it was being interrogated, investigated, it came to the knowledge that they were graduates of, top universities.
Do you think it's a result of extremism between the youth?
Here what I say, the lack of responsibility, what, our parents need to take at this stage, that it is very serious matter. It's not only the duty of,
Government.
It's not the duty of only law enforcement agencies. It's not the duty of only youth. It is parents' responsibility as well. Okay, and beside parents' responsibility, one more, responsible, even I somehow say the most responsible and influential organ of the state and organ of the society, that is mentors, teachers. Yesterday was
Of course, this
Teachers'
is
Day as well.
that was a teacher's
So-
day, and this is a very important part of the society who can teach the people, who can teach the youth, and youth is the backbone of any society, and I think so. Backbone of the youth is teacher.
Of course, and see that this is somehow when we know that teachers are those people who are highly influenced, and they spend a lot of time with the youth as well.
Right.
And somehow, whatever they are teaching, I believe a person who is teaching physics, chemistry, biology, international relations, genetics, whatsoever, does need to come forward and at least, come with the mindset where he or she can spread the message of peace. They need to spread the message of peace. They have to talk about it even once a week. And they must, discourage those approaches where people can hate each other, because of, as you talk about racism on the basis of, their, language, even on the basis of colors.
So in this era, youth is not obeying the parents, obeying the teacher as well as. So what should they have to do?
Again, it is also, it needs a complete program we need to do on that. I'm not talking about that, they should become very obedient.
I think so. Here is a need to talk about your organization, Pakistan Youth Council. So what is the basic message of the Pakistan Youth Council and what they are doing actually?
Pakistan Youth Council, basically we started, an organization. We started working with the name of Eagles Foundation, which is a registered organization. We started a national level program, Pakistan Youth Council, voluntarily. We have the chapters working in different cities, educational institute voluntarily. The purpose to start...
Is this profitable organization?
It is non-profitable.
Okay.
And most interesting thing is that till today we have been working on such basis without any foreign
That's
or
nice.
national or local funding.
That's
It
nice.
was the deep kind of interest, passion that which made us do it all.
That's nice.
And-
And how many members you have?
We have right now I guess 4,000 plus members around the country, even out of country as well.
All they, I think so.
They are volunteers,
oh.
all of them. The main focus actually why we
From
started...
all over the world or specifically from Pakistan?
Mainly from Pakistan. Then a lot of Pakistani youth is, as you already talked about, they have, gone to different other countries. And now we are even planning to, start something, an international collaboration, where we are going to, make a forum where, we are going to bring international youth councils, international youth organizations. Actually, why did we start it? The main purpose was that, to encourage the positive things in our youth, to work against that mindset which supports extremism and which is not actually against, not in the favor of extremism, but it is somehow, we all feel that it is against our own country. It's
And
against...
how much you achieved yet?
I believe that personally, if I talk about achievements, so for spreading peace, love, for delivering sessions on awareness of education, life skills, career counseling, on all these things, highly satisfied because a lot of our youth, they have joined, government organizations, like they have gone to defense forces.
You
they have
conduct
gone-
sessions in around of the
definitely-
world. So
we do try.
how was the response from Pakistan youth to you, to your organization?
Yes, it's actually, something in the beginning was little bit, harder in the sense that we needed, to explain it more. Because, once you haven't done anything, it is really hard to show that I have done this, right?
Yes.
But at this stage, when I feel that, when time came that we had done few of the sessions, we had to show that, oh, see, this is what we are talking about.
Actually, how and why I'm saying to you this question, because a person who are relating to the NGOs and these kind of organizations, if they done something, they show more than what they have done. So that's why I'm asking to you, what's your belief that showing is necessary or just doing something is very important?
A very, 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 very nice question. See, this is something what I am talking about, that we have been working such a long time.
Since
But
10 years, I think.
Since 10 years, we have all the things. If you know me through social media as well, we have everything there. But you don't find us in the media, right? So we remained, what we had the focus. This is the time, 2017, when we have started, we thinking that we need to work on fundraising, we need to take this mission, quite higher. So, and what I feel that, I went to South Korea, I was being appreciated, I got, this recognition award on peace as well. It is this award actually I present to my country, I present to Pakistan.
Yeah.
And I present this peace award to even the, youth of the world.
That's very nice.
Right? So this is what I am here, and I guess that I might have, been interviewed by different in different programs at different places, but in the proper interview, it's my first proper interview, which is a start, because I know that media has the power to, deliver the message.
What's your last message to you, that what should we do, what should they do?
My last message to youth of, I would
Last
like
but not least.
but I would like to, deliver two messages, not even one message. The first message is for Pakistani youth, and the second one is for the world youth, because now our vision is leading us to work for the betterment and for the peace of the world youth. First, for the Pakistani youth, that please, I would request you that try to understand what your country needs from you.
Yes.
And try to please understand yourself and check it out, that am I having a mindset which is good for myself, for my family, my country, as well as for the rest of the world. And this is really come together and work for the peace of the world.
Thank you, Mr. Raja. He was Mr. Raja Atiq Raja,
Thank you.
a chairman of Pakistan Youth Council. And actually, youth is a basic, and youth is the backbone of any nation. And if you want to get success for the nation, so just do something. And it's a message for the government: just do something for the nation, for the youth as well as. Take care. Goodbye.